Welcome back to the Natural English Channel, your daily English practice. I'm Sophie.
And I'm Oliver. So happy you're here today. We post a brand new conversation every single day, so if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now. You don't want to miss one.
And before we start, let me tell you what is waiting for you in this episode. Because today, we are tackling two of the most confusing verbs in the English language, make and do. And I promise you, by the end of this conversation, you will finally understand why native speakers say make a mistake, but do homework. Make a decision, but do the dishes. Make a noise, but do your best. We have a story from Oliver's week that is genuinely embarrassing and genuinely hilarious. We are going to use a visual that will make the difference impossible to forget. We will show you the most common mistakes students make every single day and fix every single one. And at the end, a mini dialogue quiz where you answer along with Oliver in real time. Stay with us. This one is going to change the way you speak forever.
I use make and do constantly, and I have absolutely no idea if I'm getting them right. So yes, stay with us. This is important for all of us.
So, Oliver, what happened this week?
Okay, so I was in a meeting with Sara, and we were talking about a new project. And I wanted to say that we needed to create a plan. So I said, we need to do a plan for this. And Sara looked at me very gently, very professionally, and said, you mean make a plan? And I said, is there a difference? And she said, yes, Oliver, there is. And then the meeting continued, and I spent the rest of it thinking about make and do instead of the actual project.
You mentally left the meeting to think about grammar.
I mentally left the meeting immediately. My whole face went red. Again, Sara corrects me so often she should get a teaching qualification.
Sara is doing incredible work. And here's the thing. This mistake comes up constantly. Make and do, two verbs, both about actions, both incredibly common, and one visual that explains everything. And that's exactly what we're talking about today.
Okay, give me the visual. I need it.
Imagine a kitchen. In this kitchen, there are two people. Person one is a chef. She is creating something from scratch. She has ingredients, she has a recipe, she is building something that didn't exist before. At the end, there is a result, a product, something new in the world.
Oh, the chef creates something. A result appears. Something new exists.
That chef is make. Make is about creating something, producing something, bringing something into existence that wasn't there before. You make a cake, the cake didn't exist, now it does. You make a plan, the plan didn't exist, now it does. You make a mistake, the mistake didn't exist, now unfortunately it does.
Make is the chef. Something new appears as a result. Make a cake, make a plan, make a mistake. The thing gets created.
Now, person two in the kitchen. This person is not creating anything new. They are carrying out tasks, washing the dishes, cleaning the counter, taking out the rubbish, activities that need to be done, tasks, routines, things you work through. No new product appears at the end. The dishes are just clean.
Oh, person two is doing tasks, activities. No new thing appears, just the work gets done.
That is do. Do is about activities and tasks, things you perform or carry out. You do the dishes, no new product, just clean dishes. You do homework, no new thing created, just the work completed. You do your best, no physical result, just an effort made.
Do is the task person, activities, routines, efforts, things that need to be done. Do the dishes, do homework, do your best. No new thing appears, just the action happens.
Make is the chef, something new is created. Do is the task person, activities and efforts are carried out. And that's the whole visual. That's the whole secret.
Make creates something new, do carries out an activity. So we need to make a plan because the plan is a new thing being created. It didn't exist before. make.
Exactly. And Sarah was completely right. Now, let me show you some of the most important fixed expressions, because make and do have many expressions that are completely fixed, and you simply have to learn them as whole phrases.
Hit me.
Make expressions. Make a mistake, you create an error that didn't exist before. Make a decision, you create a choice. Make a noise, you produce a sound. Make a phone call, you create the call. Make an effort, you produce an attempt. Make progress, you create forward movement. Make a difference, you create change. Make plans, you create plans that didn't exist.
Make a mistake, make a decision, make a noise, make a phone call, make an effort, make progress, make a difference, make plans. All things being created or produced. The chef is working.
Now, do expressions. Do homework, a task to complete. Do the dishes, a household task. Do your best, an effort or performance. Do exercise, an activity. Do business, carry out commercial activity. Do someone a favor, perform an act of help. Do well or do badly, perform at a level. Do research, carry out investigation.
Do homework, do the dishes, do your best, do exercise, do business, do someone a favor, do well, do research, all activities, all tasks, all efforts. No new thing created, just the action carried out. The task person is working.
And Lucas, where does Lucas fit into all of this?
Lucas does absolutely no homework, makes absolutely no effort, does someone a favor occasionally when it benefits him, and makes a lot of noise about doing his best.
Lucas is a perfect example of both verbs in action. Now, some expressions that really confuse people. Do the shopping, not make the shopping. You're carrying out the activity of shopping, a task. Do.
Do the shopping, a task, do. Never make the shopping.
Make food, you're creating something to eat, make. But do the cooking, you're carrying out the activity of cooking, do.
Oh, wow. Make food, creating, make. Do the cooking, the activity, do. Same kitchen, different focus.
Make a suggestion, you're creating a new idea, make. Do a presentation, you're carrying out an activity, do.
Make a suggestion, new idea created, make. Do a presentation, activity carried out. Got it.
And do damage, carry out destruction, do. Make an impression, create an effect on someone, make.
Do damage, activity of destroying, do. Make an impression, create an effect, make. Sara makes a very strong impression every time she corrects me.
She absolutely does. Now, formality. Both make and do work at every level, casual, professional, formal, but there are some patterns. In professional contexts, make a decision, make a suggestion, make progress, make an effort. These are extremely common, very professional, very clear.
Make sounds very professional when it's about creating outcomes. Make progress, make a decision, make an impact. All very boardroom.
And do also appears constantly professionally. Do research, do business, do a presentation, do your best. Both verbs are essential in professional English. Neither is more formal than the other. They just appear in different fixed phrases.
So it's not about formality, it's purely about which fixed phrase is correct, make or do. You just have to know which one goes with which word.
Exactly. And the chef and task person visual helps you figure it out when you're not sure. Is this creating something new? Make. Is this carrying out an activity or task? Do. Now, error check. 3 mistakes that come up constantly.
Ready.
Wrong. I need to do a decision before Friday.
I need to make a decision before Friday. A decision is something being created. It didn't exist before. The chef is working. Make. Do a decision? Wrong. Always.
Good. Wrong. She makes the dishes every evening.
She does the dishes every evening. The dishes are a household task, a routine, the task person. Do. Make the dishes? Wrong. Always.
Exactly. Wrong. He did a lot of noise during the meeting.
He made a lot of noise during the meeting. Noise is something produced, created, brought into existence. The chef, make. Do a noise? Wrong. Always.
3 for 3. And before the quiz, one thing. If you have been mixing up make and do your whole life, you are in the best possible company. These two verbs confuse learners at every single level, including very advanced speakers. Even native speakers occasionally pause. The chef and task person will save you every single time from now on.
Yeah, and honestly, I've been doing mistakes my whole life when I should have been making them. Wait, I mean, I've been making mistakes my whole life, including that one just now.
Making mistakes, always in making. The mistake is created, make. Quiz time, mini dialogue. I'll start a conversation and we build it together using make and do naturally throughout.
Ready, let's go.
Oliver, did you blank your homework for the English class this week?
I did my homework, yes. Task completed, do. Although Max did try to sit on my notebook the entire time.
And did you blank any mistakes in the exercises?
I made a few mistakes, created some errors, make. But I made progress overall, I think.
Good. Sara told me you need to blank a presentation next week for the team.
Yeah, I need to do a presentation, activity, task, do. I need to make a plan for it first, though. Plan created from scratch, make.
Smart. And Lucas, is he going to blank his best to help you prepare?
Lucas is going to do his best. Activity, effort, performance, do. He said he would do me a favor and review my slides. Do again, performing an act of help.
And will the presentation blank a good impression on the team?
I hope it makes a good impression, creating an effect on people. Make. I'm going to make an effort to prepare properly this time.
Make an effort. Creating an attempt. Make. Perfect. And Max? What is Max doing right now?
Max is doing absolutely nothing. Task person with no tasks, just existing, making himself comfortable on my chair, creating a new level of comfort. Make.
Do nothing and make himself comfortable, both perfect. Oliver, I genuinely lost count of how many you got right.
You know, make and do have been like two identical aprons in my kitchen my whole life, and I kept putting on the wrong one. Make is the chef's apron. You put it on when you're creating something new. Something that didn't exist before is going to appear. Do is the cleaner's apron. You put it on when you have tasks and activities to get through. No new thing appears, just the work gets done. And from now on, I will always check which apron I need before I speak.
Chef's apron and cleaner's apron. That is honestly one of the best additions to our kitchen visual today, Oliver.
I'm keeping that. Sara would approve.
She absolutely would. Let's lock it in. Vocabulary review.
Let's go.
Make. Creating something new, producing a result, bringing something into existence. Make a mistake. Make a decision. Make a plan. Make progress. Make an effort. Make a difference. Repeat after us. Make.
Make.
Slowly. M-A-K-E. Make.
Make.
Make is the chef. Something new appears. A result is created. Ask yourself, is something new being produced? If yes, make.
Do. Carrying out activities and tasks, performing efforts and routines. No new product appears. Do homework. Do the dishes. Do your best. Do research. Do business. Do someone a favor. Do research. Do a presentation. Repeat after us. Do.
Do.
Slowly. D-O. Do.
Do.
Do is the task person. Activities, routines, efforts. No new thing created, just the work carried out. Ask yourself, is this an activity or task? If yes, do.
Key fixed expressions. Make. Make a mistake. Make a decision. Make a noise. make a phone call, make an effort, make progress, make a difference, make plans, make an impression. Repeat after us. Make a mistake.
Make a mistake.
Make a decision.
Make a decision.
Make an effort.
Make an effort.
Key fixed expressions. Do. Do homework. Do the dishes. Do your best. Do exercise. Do business. Do someone a favor. Do research. Do a presentation. Repeat after us. Do homework.
Do homework.
Do your best.
Do your best.
Do someone a favor.
Do someone a favor.
And the golden rule, forever. Make is the chef's apron, something new was created. Do is the cleaner's apron, activities and tasks are carried out. When you're not sure, ask one question. Is something new being created? Make. Is this an activity or task? Do. 2 aprons, 1 question, perfect English every time.
Chef's apron, make, something new appears. Cleaner's apron, do, tasks and activities, and I will never put on the wrong one again.
Come back to this review and say these phrases out loud with us. Make a mistake. Make a decision. Do your best. Do someone a favor. Say them until they feel completely automatic. That is how language becomes truly yours.
And if there's a word or expression in English that has been confusing you, leave it in the comments below. Your questions are literally how we choose what to talk about next. We read every single one, and we are so grateful for every message.
Seriously, your confusion today is our next episode. Don't be shy. Leave it down there.
And if you enjoyed this episode, go watch our last video where we talked about sometime, sometimes, and sometime. 3 words that also look identical but mean completely different things, just like make and do feel identical but work in completely different ways. The link is in the description.
It's such a good one. Go watch it sometime today.
Sometime, 1 word, vague future moment, used perfectly. And if this helped you, please like, subscribe, and share this with someone who has been doing mistakes their whole life. Send them this. 2 aprons, 1 question, everything fixed.
See you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Bye, and Sara, thank you. Again, as always, you make a difference every single time you correct me.
Make a difference, creating change, perfectly used. Goodbye, everyone.